first of all, really flattered that he would have an interest, and then number two, really, really excited about an opportunity. You know, I told him after he offered me the job, I said, even my mother-in-law likes me now. I said, now I don't know how good that is, but that's, you know, because she's obviously a Tennessee native and has been in Tennessee all her life. Okay.
Coach, what are your thoughts on Daniel McCullers, just his unique size and kind of skill set?
Well, he absolutely has unique size. He's a big man. When I looked at tape on him, he did some really, really good things. Obviously, there's always a concern that he'll get too big, you know, and we hope that's not going to be the case.
When you talk about multiple fronts and running some 3-4 and that, is he a guy you can kind of plug in there like a Cody or a Will Fork or someone?
You know what? Again, I would say yes on the outside until we get him here, until we find out what he can do. You know, can he bend? Can he protect his legs? Can he do the things that you need to do in order to play in this league? I don't know.
John, Sal talked a lot about your diverse background, being able to go from a 4-3, a 3-4, knowing a lot of concepts. I mean, how valuable is that when you go to a new job to be able to blend in a little bit?
I think it's important. You know, this will be my 38th year in coaching coming up, so I've been around the block a few times, and I've been in under schemes, I've been in over schemes, played some 3-4, not a great deal of it, but understand the concepts of it. And again, I've always thought of myself as a fundamental football coach, a teacher, not necessarily the guy that was worried about how many sacks we had and those type things, but are we playing good football? And I think I can bring that to the players.
When you have that emphasis on fundamentals, I guess what you're saying is it's easier for you to adapt if you're not so married to one scheme over another.
Absolutely, yeah, and I think in this day and age in football, you have to be multiple. You know, you can't line up in one thing. Offenses are too good. And the development of just from what we've done so far, looking at what Sal has done, it's going to be pretty multiple.
Does a prior relationship too help? I mean, it can be difficult sometimes for coaching staff to blend, especially if you had so much turnover like Tennessee's had. But the relationship being maybe speeding up the process a little bit.
Well, as I spoke earlier, I mean, I think you have to have staff chemistry, all right, in order to have good player chemistry. Sal and I have known one another for many years, but haven't coached together. I think that's a plus more than a minus, to be quite honest with you, because there's things that he's going to want to do that, as a football coach, I've got to adapt to those things. I mean, basically, he's the boss on defense, so whatever he wants, that's what I'm going to coach.